Hello everyone, this is Gerard here with FXLiveDayTrading.com. Alright, wanted to do a video here, the 1st of December 2019, and I am already looking at the charts. In fact, I've already been looking at the charts now for about an hour and a half. Wanted to show you a few things that I'm looking at, starting with the dollar yen. I think this week is setting up to be some pretty big moves. We will see. Last week we had a continuous move higher on the ES. For those of you who were short, I am sorry to hear that, but it's absolutely not a good idea to go short the week of Thanksgiving, which has about an 86% up bullish sentiment. I think it's like in the last 20 years. So just look at history. Does history repeat itself? You better believe it. I would rather not trade than to be shorting against an 86% chance that the market's going to move higher. So what about this week? Will we see higher or will we see lower? I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to see volatility. We may see both. I'll lean a little bit more towards the end of the week, us finishing bearish, but that doesn't mean that we may not have a move higher first, and that's what I'm here for, just to give some thoughts, my opinion of course, and just a disclaimer, government required disclaimer, that you do not want to invest in futures, Forex, stocks, or any leverage trading vehicle for that matter if it's money that you can't afford to lose. So make sure that if you're investing in real money, trading in real money, that you are doing so with money that you can afford to lose, because even though we trade and we trade with high leverage, it can help you, but it can also hurt you in the same way. Okay, finally, let's begin. 4-hour chart here on the dollar yen. 109.51. It is just about that time where we're opening. Okay, doesn't look like it's going to be much of a gap up, a gap down here. So what are we looking at? We are spot right here on the overhead resistance. This is a level that I have marked on my charts, and it shows up way back to the weekly chart. We can go back here. We could see that 109.50 as being the previous candle right before our weekly candle. That was the high. Well, not the right before. It's about 3 weeks ago. So we've had an issue getting past this 109.50 area. Can we come up and hit the 110? Absolutely. We really don't know what's going to happen. All we could say is, what is it looking like right now? Well, remember, we did move up higher. That was Thursday nightish, and then we sold off going into that, the news there when Trump signed the Hong Kong agreement there. That rattled the markets a bit. We'd actually have to go back here to see that candle and that selling. Okay, and then we had to move back up. But what I'm getting at here is news has been moving the markets. It's been moving it up and moving it down. So I'm typically one that doesn't like to pay much mind to news, but when you have situations of geopolitical importance, like the China trade deal, you also have the Canadian trade deal that's being worked on. You have OPEC this week. You have the jobs report. You have to know when these news bits are coming out. and you have to be aware, and I would suggest not trading during those times. All right, you're not going to get active readings on the chart. Just be prudent. Use common sense. So right now, you just have to keep in mind, we're going to jump back down to the hourly chart. You have to keep in mind that we do have still a bullish scenario on the dollar yen. So I am reluctant to just jump in and start shorting this in a big way. I'm watching it, but I'm not the type of trader to just always watch and watch and watch. Yes, I like to get involved. I am an active trader. So if I was forced to get involved right here, most likely I would be taking a long rather than a short, but so difficult to say. I just wanted to give you a heads up at the ones that I'm looking at. This is one of them. I tend to look at a lot, all right? But for when I, do videos, I don't like to show too much. I don't want to confuse everybody, just putting up all these different pairs. I'd like to keep it simple. And keeping it simple means I would like to discuss the oil. And one thing about oil is we came down what I think way too much on Friday. I just think it was way too much. So, given the fact that we just, on Friday, it was just way too much. I actually think we're going to see a move up at least to close this gap this week, maybe around to 57, 58. 57 won't close the gap. 58-ish will. So just keep a heads out. I would not short up here. I would not short oil. There's just too much going on right now. I think it's going to be a trap. And we came down here. We did hit that support level. And even on the weekly, you could see we came down. We blew some stops, and we're probably going to come off of that support level. We will see. But like I said, I'm definitely just not interested, at least not at this time, in shorting that. So I'll be covering a lot more. But dollar yen is influenced by oil. If oil goes higher, the yen tends to get a little bit weaker because they are an import based crude country. So the higher the price of crude, it is more detrimental to the Japanese economy. So, but that's more of a long-term thing. I don't really know if you're going to see that intraday, okay? But I just look at overall patterns. Just keep that in mind as a correlation. That's definitely something you want to look into if you're trying to build a position or even an opinion. So bottom line is I am not shorting oil. Dollar yen, it's kind of like right in the middle. Like, what are we doing here? I'm going to watch and wait. A little bit more bullish than bearish. This one here, I am bullish. I may be taking a long tonight going into tomorrow. I think we're good to see a move higher. So at any rate, I'll keep everybody posted, sending out some trade alerts right now to the trading crew, trading club that we call it. Everyone have a great week, and I'll be doing updated videos. Take care, everybody.